Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In between my preparations for an end-of-year gear review and a few other projects, I wanted to pop in with this quick video about Scoutlite's newest addition to their product lineup, the Vario RGB 700. And at first glance, this is a funny looking little flashlight, but the design choices, as you'll see later in the video, are intentional and really well thought out. It has a nice matte finish with a two-tone design and a magnetic component here in the back. You can attach this clip to this section, and then it will let you attach it to clothing or hats or whatever is most convenient for you. The clip has a really strong magnetic pull, which is great. It doesn't really slide around, so it gives me a lot of confidence that this will really hold onto the clip. The clip itself has some rubber teeth or some padding right here on both sides, allowing you to clip it onto pretty much anything and be comfortable that it'll have a nice grip and stay onto whatever you're wanting to clip it onto. There are two ways to power this light on. I've currently got the Vario RGB 700 locked. So to unlock it, we're going to press and hold the side button for 3 seconds. And this flashing green lets me know that it's ready to rock and roll. The other power button can be found in the front-facing light, right smack in the middle of the circular light. You'll notice a charging port here, and this is a USB-C port. Underneath that, there is a small keyhole to attach a wrist strap if that's your preference. Standard charging time on this is approximately 2 hours to charge a non-replaceable 1000 milliamp battery, and when it's full, this ring will light up in bright green. You can check the battery level at any time by using the side button and clicking once. If the battery is between full charge and 31%, the ring will appear green. Between 30 and 10%, a constant red color, and anything less than 9%, the battery indicator will flash red. I know this is a more and more common feature to see on modern flashlights, but I always appreciate flashlights that have a battery indicator feature of some sort. It takes the guesswork out of how long your torch will last in between charges or battery replacements, depending on whatever model you use. Quickly going through the front-facing light, hold the button for 2 seconds to power it on. And from here, you can start up the RGB mode that gently pulses either red, green, or blue. The final light that will cycle through this is a multicolor chase sequence, which is a fun and unexpected option. This mode, in between powering it on and off, will remember the color you last left it in, as is demonstrated right now. To switch to the white light, once it's on, a double click in the center will change it over. You can then cycle through low, medium, and high. When you turn the Vario off, it will automatically start with the color options again, and you will have to manually kick it over to the white if you need to use that feature again. Some fun facts and figures for you about the lumen output and run times of these two modes. The RGB sequences are 1 lumen and will run for approximately 95 hours on a full charge. The white light modes, starting with low at 10 lumens, will run for 25 hours, medium at 30 lumens for 8.5 hours, and high at 60 lumens for 4 hours. And these stats come from the user guide, by the way. Moving on to the main LEDs at the top of the light, press and hold to turn the light on, the side button right here, and then you can cycle through low, medium, high, and flash warning, strobe settings. Again from the manual, the low setting is 40 lumens with a runtime of 10.5 hours, medium at 200 lumens for 2.3 hours, and high at 700 lumens for 3 minutes, and then for strobe, 5 minutes at full charge. A quick note on a third distress setting. You can click the side button 3 times to engage an SOS setting, and this will run for about 14 hours on full charge. The run times, depending on the battery level, will change, but this would get us really into the weeds, so I'll just say that the flashlight is really smart, and it will adjust itself to give the most runtime possible with the battery that it has. The final setting that I want to talk about is the UV setting, and it can be found in between the twin white lights. Double-click the side button, and this will engage the UV setting. You can use the UV setting for curing, currency verification, and fluorescence detection. I brought a $5 bill into the studio just to test this out and show you what a real-life application of this would look like. As you can see right here, this strip, invisible to the naked eye, does light up with the UV setting on this light. I like wearing the Vario RGB 700 on walks, mainly because I can use a hands-free light and this distinguishes me from the night passing motorists. Just clip it onto a shirt pocket or a jacket, and away I go. Its biggest perks are the strong magnet that allows you to clip it onto stuff, or even remove the clip and just slap it to anything. The ability to throw light wherever you need it is a phenomenal asset to this light. I don't know if the rainbow chase sequence has a real function. It is a great conversation starter, and I really like it as a fun party trick. I do wish this side button was raised slightly, or maybe had a small indicator of some kind in a tactile way. Looking at it, I can obviously see the button, but in a dark environment where I'm relying on feel, I wish the button was slightly more pronounced. For the RGB colors, I also wish I had the option to hold on a steady color, versus the default pulsing that it has. For the lights on top, I have to cycle through the strobe setting just to get back to the lower lumens, and I would love to have seen the strobe on a separate setting. And these caveats of mine understandably come with a trade. Do I want simplicity, meaning 2 buttons and minimal combos to memorize, or do I want full control, in which case there's many buttons and many button combinations? In the long run, I respect the decision that was made to keep things as simple as possible, and my minor hangups with this are not deal breakers by any stretch of the imagination. I also get to award this particular item with the first ever dad seal of approval on this channel. At this point, I think he's spent more time with the Vario than I have. I really see the drive to keep innovating and making fresh ideas come to life by the engineers over at Scoutlite in this particular unit. I think, truly, that this is pretty darn cool. And with the holidays quickly approaching, if you know someone that would love this as a gift, feel free to use the code in the description to get a discount on your next purchase. Thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Take care.